Okay, this is from Friday's show, May 26th, located there, entitled this, but it's Rudy Giuliani saying again what he has said before. There's 19 he said before. Well, he's cut some down, but it's still in double figures. And yet O'Reilly is blasé about it. He'll have a show with the ridiculous stuff said, but he won't have a show on what the folk need to know. A lot of people believe Hillary did not commit a crime, and yet this man, who I think is telling the absolute truth, this man indicates it's not even a close call. It just is not.
If you were a federal prosecutor, and all the things that you have said, right, are borne out by the investigative agency, what would you charge Hillary Clinton?
Well, I would charge her obviously under 1924, the unauthorized
18 U.S.C.
removal of government records. She never sought authorization. The report
18 U.S.C. 2071 is better.
I charge her with obstruction of
I
justice
think.
for destroying the emails that she destroyed during the pendency of an
They both apply.
If her lawyers make the argument,
investigation is what I'm talking about.
If her lawyers make the argument she didn't know she was violating the law by erasing the emails, would that argument have legal weight?
Sandy Berger did it out of the Clinton administration. She knew.
Wouldn't know. I have to believe.
Well, she's not the Attorney General.
I'm sorry. It would be absurd that the
Secretary of State.
And he only did it
when I worked for the Attorney
with
General,
respect to one document.
Everyone who has a security
say,
clearance,
multiple copies, destroyed them
Colin Powell did it.
to protect the reputation of Bill Clinton.
In order to be guilty of a crime.
As if it could be.
You need to have done something wrong.
Right, and you believe, but again, you're partisan, and I'm not saying that disparagingly, but I think we want to be fair here, that she's at least violated 2 federal laws.
Oh, I've got
perjury and obstruction of justice.
We could be here all day. About 12 others also.
Okay. What are the odds then, if you have come to this conclusion, that Comey, the director of the FBI, will come to the same conclusion and present it thus?
Jim is a former assistant U.S. attorney of mine. Very good man, very honest man.
A lawyer.
Confidence in him. If he were not to recommend an indictment here, I would be greatly disappointed in his professional...
Would you be shocked, though? It's a political thing, you know?
Well, so I recommended...
It's not a political thing.
For my attorney general during an election year...
It is not a political thing, Bill O'Reilly. It is a media thing. You are covering up for Hillary. Now that you know that there's 12 other sections, why don't you have him go through it and explain why we absolutely know it based upon an investigation equivalent to the type that the FBI would have? Why don't you have that, Bill O'Reilly? Why didn't you have it for the last many months? Why did Megyn Kelly claim that she didn't know that any crime could possibly be appropriate to indict Hillary yet? She hadn't heard anything. She was lying, or she is an incompetent fool of a lawyer, Megyn Kelly. Greta just ducked it, best I recall. Only Hannity had on in August, but, Mukasey, who did not go deep into it and who did not do as good a job as Rudy in pointing out that this should be an indictment. It isn't even a close call. And Bill O'Reilly is sitting on it, has sat on it for over a year. Bill O'Reilly should be castigated. He should be sent to media ethics school. Bill O'Reilly should really be taken off the air. He is unreliable. He's a pretend. Oh, I just do what the folk need. Well, the folks need the truth. And by you failing to tell the truth, Bill O'Reilly, you are as bad, or if not worse, than the FBI, who are now able to get away with this slow walk of an investigation and ultimately perhaps refer something, but with very quiet. And they will not object when Loretta Lynch refuses to indict, refuses to call up a grand jury. The FBI are compromised. We need a special prosecutor, whoever gets elected, for the FBI. the upper hierarchy. There's other things like Gruber fraud. Gruber fraud's been totally covered up by the media. It does exist. We know it happened. But Title 18 USC Section 371, I don't know that it's ever been discussed on any of the media outlets. And yet we know that they lied to us to get a result. We know that the lies worked until we found out the truth later after it was too late. We know that's called fraud. Take Fox News and throw it in the dung heap. CNN, same. MSNBC's already there. Have them all three be there in our dump of the media that has betrayed America. Let's hope Trump lives up to what he said. Rudy would be a good prosecutor. Christie might well be one. They're all capable. It's an easy case. It's a slam dunk and doesn't require classified documents. Not at all. That's all. Kinmapper, fight the corrupt. If we ever get an honest government, if we ever get an honest media, Donald Trump has that part right. He's a little weak on details, but he's got the right idea when it comes to the media. They have betrayed America. This is Kinmapper, fight the corrupt. Over and out.